And that kind of
Oh,
makes it a little
excellent.
bit easier to find the strategy that you're thinking of. So here, for example, is that. I think this is the V band. This is the one. Yeah, this is the one that we worked on last week. And actually, not terrible returns. Right? Back testing over the past month produced an 80% annual return. I think when we went back a little oh, this is actually working out too. Very cool. I didn't even see this working out. Yeah, when we back tested this over the past month, this actually got pretty decent returns. When we went back a little further, not as great. I could run this back test over like the past year. Run this over the past year. Run a back test over the past year. I'm just going to tell it to do that, and we can kind of assess, because this is the strategy we started working on last week.
Mhm.
And we went from, I think, John, you left before we kind of came to this conclusion, but we were doing a mean reversion strategy at first, and then we just kept
Uh-huh.
losing money with it. And then we said, well,
Yeah.
what if we flipped it around, right? And basically went from mean reversion to a breakout strategy. And then we started getting pretty decent numbers, right? I think we still improve it from here, but it
Mhm.
seems like the breakout strategy was a better idea, at least on the surface, right?
Yeah.
I still think that, actually, one that I've been very impressed with, by the way, lately, is this one that we made 2 or 3 weeks ago, where we took our TQQQ strategy that traded the 200-day moving average and we added these smart money concepts to it. It's actually made some
Mhm.
very good decisions. It basically hasn't traded yet, but that was actually a very good decision, right? The fact that it didn't buy anything, I was like, why are we not buying anything? We're above the 200-day moving average. I thought it was broken, but no, actually, this thing's been making some very good decisions for TQQQ. I think this would be interesting to do in futures. Although with futures, this means that you have to hold it for long periods of time, right? So I don't know how you guys feel about that with a future strategy, but we could very easily, I think, take this strategy and turn it into a future strategy and juice the
Mhm.
returns even more, because this is getting 40% annual returns, pretty reasonable drawdowns of only 30% over a 10-year period, which is
Oh,
one of the
okay.
better strategies I've ever seen, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we could turn this into a future strategy if you guys are interested, or we could work on the future strategy that we started with last week. Either way, there's some things that we can kind of start from there if you guys are interested. Just want to put that out there as well. Then we also have our alpha picks option strategy if you guys want to work on that. I've actually been thinking about this a lot lately, the alpha picks strategy, because I've kind of been manually trading the options on it. So one of those
Oh, okay.
symbols was TIGO, TIGO. I
Mhm.
honestly don't even know what they do, to be quite
Mm.
honest with you guys. But I bought some options. I bought a couple $1,000s worth of options, and it's almost doubled in value since I bought it, which is,
Okay.
like, seeking alpha strikes again. Like these guys definitely have some good stock picks. So if you guys want to work
Yeah.
on that, I feel like that would be a pretty good one. Yeah,
Mm.
Tigo, TIGO. Yeah, I'm up quite a bit since buying it. Then we could work on these AI agentic capabilities, right? We've talked about that for a while, right? We could do this short earnings volatility strategy, which Worth, I don't know if you're here right now. I saw you join. So what do you think about that? Put it into the comments. Let me know. I respond to all of your comments. So I'm very interested to hear what you thought about the video and what do you want to see next. And of course, if you're interested in any of this stuff, go check it out at botspot.trade.